I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen, all for free. No subscription required. Download Veely now.
I like being successful, parties, modelling, being a celebrity.
Child society, the loss of innocence. Children today, very grown up.
Successful. I want to be my own boss. I don't think celebrity is too young. Special.
Meet Lizzie, a mini model.
The King's Road is the best, you know. But I think they should change some of the shops because as I live so close, I go there all the time, so it gets a bit boring sometimes.
Mini entrepreneurs James and Spencer.
I want to be the one who's controlling people and I want to be my own boss.
Skip and Frost, mini DJs.
We're going to be big, bigger than big, man. Trust me.
And Jade, a mini it girl.
I'm down as one of the possible brides for Prince William.
Wait to grow up when at 10 years old you can be an instant adult. Designer clothes, a full social diary and a celebrity lifestyle. They want it all and they want it now. Welcome to the adult world of the mini-me's.
I think Jade's perfect for being an it girl, really, because she's very social. She loves socialising, loves going out and seeing her friends. She's got the right sort of background, thankfully. She's very glamorous. It's perfect.
Jade Farmelo Neville lives in a wealthy area of West London with her father, who's a property developer, and her mother, who's an actress and socialite.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous bottle.
With her packed diary, Jade is already well established on the London social scene.
Britney Spears.
What song is blue?
When Jade is not at her £14,000 a year boarding school, she can be found at lunch, at parties, in the beauty salon, and always on her mobile phone.
Yeah, the other phone's just going at the moment, and now, how do you pronounce your name again?
She's on the other phone,
Hello,
but
can you hear
she'll
me?
be finished.
465.
Yeah. Oh no, I think I could trust her, but obviously. Bye.
And JD, apart from S Club Juniors and Atomic Kitten, who else do you like?
Avril Lavigne and Last Ketchup.
I've always been going to parties with my mum since I was very young, so I'm used to going with her.
We had a christening party for her at Stringfellows where she appeared in her Moses basket with her christening robe on. So from those beginnings, I think she's been everywhere with me.
I do like the idea of me being a celebrity. Of course, I'm not as famous as lots of other people, but just knowing that I am just a bit of a celebrity makes me feel good.
Do that smile, that's nice.
To be an it girl, you have to have breeding. Jade's mother Sally was a debutante in the 60s and came out into aristocratic society at 17.
This book is Who's Really Who. I'm in this book because I'm down as one of the possible brides for Prince William. And Mummy is down as the drawing room
Temptress.
I don't know what that is.
Who else have you got in your section, darling? Have a look.
Princess Madeleine of Sweden, Princess Theodore of Greece, Princess Florentina Massimo.
Who have I got in mine? Let's have a
You
look.
have got...
I think I'm with Elizabeth Scarlett Jagger's mum,
You're
actually,
with
aren't
Liz
I?
Hurley.
Well, that's good. I like being in that section. But the point is that she's in high society and I'm in cafe society, so she started with a bang. Ah, and there was light. If she's going to become a socialite, actress or model or whatever she's going to do, and she's going to be photographed. She's got to look good. She can't set foot outside the door without putting her makeup on. There's always a paparazzi around lurking outside San Lorenzo, Scalini, Sabbia, all those sort of places, ready to pop out and catch you out. So I've been trying to train Jade. Of course, at the moment, she doesn't need any makeup at all. She's absolutely perfect.
All vital training for Jade, a young lady who lunches.
Make them nice and shiny. Polish my diamonds.
Swirl, or whatever. Actually, I fancy Calvin. Or spaghetti bolognese. What do you?
I've got like a tomato with
Short pasta with garlic, tomatoes and basil, please.
How spicy would you like it?
Do you by any chance have any carbonara? Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks.
I think nowadays there's very much a child society with its own framework, its own network, its own momentum, and they're really sort of independent of us, the adults, the parents. They don't need us. They can get on their little mobile phones and talk to each other and make social arrangements.
And Lily needs her nails cutting. Okay, they're just not as lively as they usually are, and they need the myxomatosis jab. Okay, love you. Bye. I have a phone card. Mine is when she just has a bill at the end, and I have pay as you go, and I've used like £30. She's used like 3 or 4 phone cards right now, and her dad thinks she's still on the first one. And then I met him a few months ago. Okay, this boy. Then Hattie answered, and Hattie thinks I fancy him, and she goes, "Okay, I'll give you Phoebe." And then I had to go.
For these girls, it's never too young to start discussing the source of your future income.
In boys, when you see them first, I like blonde or brown hair. I don't really like black hair. He has to be rich. He has to be very kind. He has to be quite thin, older than me, and tall. I mean, I don't exactly want to marry someone who's poor. I don't want to marry someone who's too snobby because they've got too much money. I want to marry someone who's like sort of in the middle, and they can't like show off their money or anything. I don't want them to do that. I want them just to act normal, but with a lot of money.
Why do you need the money?
Shopping. For my clothes.
For shopping.
Next, meet mini model Lizzie. She's having a party, Vogue style.
I love it.
They're child women. Yeah. They're not. They're right in the middle between the two, aren't they?
Yes. What are they?
Child women. You know, they're still children, and they're on the cusp between children and women. It is very scary.
11-year-old Lizzie lives with her parents in Chelsea, London. For her, fashion is not a matter of life and death. It's far more important than that.
This one here, these are quite trendy.
That's scrumptious. Yeah. Oh, isn't this cool? When people look down, you want them to think, oh, where did she get those shoes? They're important, as if a person's like shuffling down the road, see your shoes, and they'll go, oh, nice shoes, and they'll look up, and they'll go, nice clothes. Yeah. And then they'll go, nice person. Yeah. Yeah, 3 stages. Oh, I like this. Oh, I have to bring my mum here. Oh, I like it. Looks better. I love it. King's Road is the best, you know, but I think they should change some of the shops, because as I live so close, I go there all the time, so it gets a bit boring sometimes. I just always have to wear the best things in the world. I like my pinks and my whites and my purples and my blues. I love accessories. Right now I'm wearing a ring from the Fashion Week, which you can buy everything. And this is from Bubba, which is just a great name, you know, Bubba. I can't stand short skirts. I don't hate them. It's just, I don't like them on me.
And Lizzie's love affair with fashion comes as no surprise when you meet her mother.
Papaya.
Lizzie's mother, Heather, started her modelling career at 18. At 11, Lizzie has a 7-year head start.
Elizabeth's been looking in my wardrobe since she was 3, and she's been coming to my photo shoots with me, since she was possibly 6. So it's bound to have influenced her. But I think it's good because they're not impressed by things. They take it as a normal daily or weekly event in their holidays to come to Mummy to the studio to watch her being photographed.
No.
What do you think, Papaya?
No.
No? Okay. I love these. Try them on for me, darling. I've got my boots on and I don't want to go through the saga of taking my boots off again. And when actually Elizabeth puts them on, I can see what they actually look like on me.
Determined to break into the modelling world, Lizzie is having a dry run with a full-blown professional model party. It's a Vogue-style shoot.
Well, I'm going to have a model party, which is mostly based on Vogue, because that's what I read most of the time. And it's because this is our last year in junior school, and they've all been really good friends, and they're all going to come and be all modelly and special for a day, and just want it to be perfect.
Oh, that's so cheesy. Can blusher? No, Lizzie. Yeah, I like blusher. No, I like blusher. I always wear blusher.
For these girls, party time is no time for discos, boys and getting out your girls' world. It's a chance to taste adulthood at adult prices.
This is going to ruin my reputation forever.
We'll chat to you about this idea about doing a business card or something you're talking about.
I could have a card with me on the front, which I could give new people I meet with my number and my address. That could be me holding a thing saying, call me.
Call me? That's a great idea actually, then put your telephone number on it.
She's pretty. Yeah, those shoes, those are wicked. Really in fashion these days.
That's not as nice, that looks too smart, sexy, sociable and subtle.
Oh, really?
Oh, Louis Vuitton.
This is a high-end photographic studio. They've hired 2 professional photographers, a makeup artist and a hairstylist for the shoot.
There you go.
And no model shoot is complete without some bubbly.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well done, Mummy.
People have been telling me that black goes with every single thing. Pink, blue, purple, yellow, everything.
That's wonderful. Keep that colour.
So much easier for long hair. For long hair, I recommend curls.
Have you ever done someone famous?
Yeah.
Who? Anna Kournikova. Who's that? She's a tennis player / model / soon-to-be actress.
Bit of mascara that I've taken off the end.
I actually didn't recognise you, darling.
Well, I do have my special touch.
Where's my baby gone?
They're child women. Yeah. They're not. They're right in the middle between the two, aren't they?
What are they?
Child women. They're still children, and they're on the cusp between children and women. It is very scary.
One of the reasons that I'm very happy to let Elizabeth do modelling is that if you keep fashion away from children, they will want it even more. If you allow them to take part in fashion, they will get it into context with their other life.
Do you think there's any harm in girls wanting to look like grown-up women?
I think all young girls are bombarded in magazines of the image that they should have at that moment, and I think they adopt the image that magazines say that they should have at that moment.
And what do you think about that?
Moderation in moderation. Some attitude, girls.
I want confidence in myself. I don't want to be scared of anything.
I don't think 11 is too young to be thinking about things, because if you really want to be good at something, if you're ambitious, you want to start as early as possible, and it's all right to do that. You can never be too prepared.
Chin down a bit.
Strike the camera, stare me out.
Well, it shocks me to see that they know what they need to do. We think we need to tell them what to do, but they know what to do instinctively, and they're gorgeous and they do it beautifully. And it's just frightening to think that these are our 11-year-old daughters. And they look so fabulous and so confident, as we want them to be.
Like all her friends, Lizzie is driven by ambition. She is an expert skier, trying for the British team. She hopes this will strengthen her chances of a modelling career.
Anna Kournikova has taken that route. I mean, she was a tennis player, and now she's done things for Enrique Iglesias, and now she's just like, I don't know, she's just made like the life I really want.
You might get £1,000 a day for doing this one day.
We're gonna be big, bigger than big, man. Trust me. My name is DJ Frost, and next to me my brother DJ Skip, and we're professional DJs. We got this also the family, Mr. Mega Man, my brother Dan the Man, Dan the Man.
DJ Skip and Frost are part of the So Solid crew, based in South London. So Solid is Britain's most successful and infamous garage collective. The boys became involved through their DJ brother.
I can do what some adults can do, even though I'm just a kid. You gotta be confident, yeah, before you do anything.
For Skip and Frost, being the So Solid kids is a serious business. As well as performing with the So Solid crew, they play their own gigs from Cardiff to Ayia Napa, commanding fees of up to £200 a night each. They host their own weekly pirate radio show and even have their own mini groupies.
Well, the first time we went to the rave in Ayia Napa, I decided to go down to the stage, yeah. I walked past, everyone was saying, So Solid kids, you lot smacked it, man, you lot was heavy. And then a drunk lady, yeah, I was walking past and she decided to pinch my bum. So, and I looked back, she smiled, and I just smiled back at her, innit? Because, like, I wasn't going to say, why are you pinching my bum, man? Are you an idiot or something? So I said, forget that, man, because, like, I know what she means. She's like, she likes us, innit?
The So Solid crew have been dogged by controversy. They've been the subject of death threats, one of the crew was jailed earlier this year for gun possession, and a fan was shot at one of their gigs.
Do you ever worry about the boys' association with the So Solid crew?
Where it comes to the So Solid crew itself as a unit, with all the negative press, you know, sometimes you can't believe all the hype. I'm glad to have my two boys around So Solid crew, because there's a lot of things as a kid on the inner city two little boys could be doing at the age of 10 and 12. And one of them is not staying in, doing your homework and doing your DJing stuff. A lot of them, they could be sneaking out, smoking, doing this and doing that. They choose not to do that. They choose to look up to certain people and take the positive side of what they see.
I haven't thought of it as being a negative thing. I've just looked at it as a good thing.
Hey yo, this person that's gone onto the desk right now is our dad. He's gonna try and mix. He can't.
My mum is like the manager. Yeah, she's the manager, and our dad's like the person who takes us, like our transport person.
He's an old timer.
He's all right on the deck still. He's still got good. He can scratch good as well. He's terrible. Nah, man, he's good, man.
He's just saying it because the camera's here.
No way. Must be joking.
The boys' main influence is So Solid's frontman, Mega, for obvious reasons.
There's Mega Man there, the lead of So Solid.
Well, we hope to be like Mega, like living
good.
Yeah.
Well, we are living good, but like
better.
Yeah. He's got a good lifestyle, man. He's living good. Got his big chain, and he's got a ring saying Mega. He's got everything. Lexus.
2 actually.
In it though. Lexus convertible, TT.
It's a lot of money, that is.
The So Solid crew's world is one of flash cars, designer clothes, and bling bling jewellery.
They're looking at us and they're saying, boy, like, we want that. But we're like 23, 24, 25 going, and they want that now. We talk about jewelry, we talk about the high life, having money and all that stuff. And back in the day, the music that we was involved around kind of said to you, it's okay to be poor. It was okay not to have money. We don't want to drum that into our kids' heads no more. You get me? Because to be poor is a crime. You get me? As far as we're concerned, and directly, if it's about wealth and all that, just give the kids what they need, man. You get me? I don't want to be involved in an environment where they're saying, oh, it's okay not to have nothing. Because it's not really, you know? So let's change the cycle where we live or what we're around and via the kids.
As a parent, I think it's quite important to try and train your children to deal with modern life. In my era, we were tucked away, we were sort of cloistered, protected. But nowadays it's different. Everybody else's children are out there, and your child's got to get out there and keep up with her mates.
For It Girl Jade, a beauty regime is critical. Her mother Sally made sure it was in place by the time she was 10.
We love the top-to-toe situation, have your top and toes done at the same time. I think it's a height of luxury. She's learning.
What do you think she's learning?
She's learning about how to be a lady, look after herself, to groom herself.
It's the serum, anti-freeze one.
Okay.
It's very good. You rub around her eye, protects the hair.
One of the things I try to teach her a lot is to put lots of cream, moisturiser into her skin, because like me, she's got very dry skin. I send her off to school with a great big pot of aqueous cream, and I want to see it empty when she comes home.
I put eye cream on because then my eyes are not all puffy in the morning.
Tweezing the eyebrows. So she is really dreading that. Because when I was young, my eyebrows are naturally very, very bushy, like Jade's. And I know it's going to be a big job because it's been a big job for me all my life. You know. She hates injections. And I can't see her ever wanting to have Botox or collagen or anything like that when she gets older. So we'll just have to hope that by then they will have perfected ways of putting on skin cream so you don't have to have all those horrid treatments. People, especially men, I think, think that it's that age 10 is too young for young girls to be thinking about their appearance. Her father, for instance, says, oh, she's wearing makeup, it's terrible, you know. I said, but it's innocent, it's fun. The only difference is, in my day, I used to sneak into my mother's dressing room and put it all on and look at myself in the mirror, admire myself, and then have to take it all off before she came back.
And it's not just an it girl thing. For the So Solid kids, Skip and Frost, image is everything, and trips to the hairdressers cost £200 a month.
They are fussy, 100%. In the mirror, in the morning, tie, got to be straight. Appearance is important to the boys. That's my boys.
You have to look good as a DJ, because then they're gonna think you're all scruffy and you ain't good. They think you're good in mixing, but as a normal person, they wouldn't think you're all nice. And the girls wouldn't want to be with you or anything like that. Yeah. I like the hair. I think it looks good.
As you say, you're a good-looking boy already.
But I am a good-looking boy then.
Dylan.
The social scene.
Yeah.
Is that Ivana there?
Yeah.
Oh, Leslie Joseph, yeah, she's super.
Jade hopes her it girl status will put her in the headlines. She takes the job of becoming famous very seriously.
I think it matters quite a lot to me about being successful and how successful I am. The fact that I'm 10 isn't going to stop me.
Caprice, Mummy and me, with Janet.
Sally is preparing Jade for the celebrity lifestyle she hopes her daughter will lead.
A beautiful crystal clock for our wedding.
Having provided some of the saucier moments of 80s TV classic Howard's Way, she believes she knows how the media works.
Jade has been with me when I've been pursued by the press, which is the downside of being known to the media. And she's had to run through banks of photographers and journalists with me. And it's not a lot of fun for a small child, but it doesn't seem to have affected her badly, possibly because she was pretty grown up already, because of all the time she'd been around with me.
I think a celebrity nowadays has an interesting life, but even though you could be famous, lots of bad things could happen to you as well as good things. Things you don't want to happen, but it will happen. If you go to a party, you could get caught doing something that you don't want anyone to know except for the people you're with. I think it is something you have to accept, that there's going to be a downside to it. It's not all going to be good, but you'll have to live with it. That's how celebrities' life works.
Sometimes I feel sad that children today have lost their innocence so much earlier. But then, on the other hand, I think it prepares them for life in the adult world. Much better. If they know in advance what they want to do, they have the chance of working in, relatively adult jobs and environments and earning their own money and learning the value of money. I mean, I think that's a great preparation for later life.
Like Nelly and all these rappers and what's his name? Ludacris. I don't want to be working for anybody. I want to be the one who's got people working for me. I want to be the one who's controlling people, and I want to be my own boss.
Eddie and Eddie run a successful £1 million limousine company in Watford. Their sons, James and Spencer, plan to take over the company sooner rather than later.
You could pay me like £1,000 a month for the next 4 months. and then pay me 32 up front, and then £1,000 a month for 4 months.
Aged 12 and 13, the boys are well on their way to becoming fully fledged businessmen.
To the other girl, please just tell me how much it's going to cost and I'll get out of it.
Okay, because they need to speak to him. All right, see ya. Bye.
You need this car, please, right? Then go out in about 20 minutes.
It's one of the biggest limo companies in the country. They've all got a little mini bar, TV. Some of them have got 2 TVs and DVD player and video player. Mostly all these ones are about £50,000 to £80,000, and the bus, the Navigator, are about £80,000 to £100,000.
Before their adult lives have even started, the boys have decided when they want their working lives to end.
I like to retire quite young, about 40, because that's quite young to retire, and then I'd like to have quite a lot of money to fall back on. I don't want to flash like my money around. If I did, you know, if you get rich, I don't want to be all flash and pull up in a Ferrari. Well, I like to have a Ferrari, but I wouldn't really show off. I just sort of keep it kind of quiet.
Working at the limo yard is one of the boys' 3 jobs. They also work at Watford Market and at the races.
I don't think 12 is too young to start looking at earning money. But I personally believe you should start a lot earlier than that. I didn't think about, when I was at school, careers and money, and it took me about 10 to 12 years of drifting around and mucking around and getting a lot of things wrong. I only learnt much later on. And in the kids' case now, I'm glad that they are thinking now about money and careers. Yeah, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I think it's good that they should, you know, want things and want to earn the money. It encourages, you know, otherwise you sit at home and want nothing. You know, Spencer comes to work to earn his bit of money, and then he can buy things he wants. He buys nice things because he earns his money. So I think it's great. They should work. Yeah. I think it's good kids should work.
Skip and Frost are equally driven when it comes to their career. Not satisfied with achieving professional DJ status, the brothers are starting to produce their own CD tracks. They're constantly networking to make sure they get gigs, secure radio coverage, and maintain a profile on the garage scene.
Stepper, Skip. Yeah, did Danny Reed give you the CD yet? You see the CD, yeah? Have you given it to Stepper yet?
It's funny sometimes, man, because when I hear him talking to me, like, I'm thinking, like, I'm having a conversation with one of my brothers. And you get me? This ain't a Soul Solid kid, or this ain't Dylan, this ain't Skip. You get me? I'm talking to an adult here, man, but yeah, man.
Hyper. Yeah, I'm safe. No, I ain't got a copy. Is it heavy, yeah?
I'm happy to see that, because when I was a child, I couldn't speak to my cousins or my mother or my older sister on that sort of level. Whether it was childish things or adult things we were talking about, I couldn't even approach them like.
Couldn't even listen to their conversations.
You think when I was that age, I had a mobile phone like, yeah, call me, yeah, tell me later. Things are going on, you get me, brother? I'm going raving stuff. What?
Yeah, I've been waiting to come on that station, but you ain't been saying nothing, innit? So I'm waiting for you to say it.
The way he puts his words together on that, man, is kind of surprising sometimes, but you know, that's what we expect from them now, so we've got to kind of adapt to it as well.
Layers. Done.
Answer that one for me, please, Alexander. Thank you.
Hello? That's a bit flat.
Saturday night in Kensington, and it's Jade's 11th birthday. Home from boarding school for the weekend, she's preparing for her party at the trendy Q Bar in central London. The role of party hostess is one she works hard at.
A bit forward, please, people. Oh, forward. Okay, sorry. I start planning and thinking what I want to do a couple of months before I actually have my party.
This one next.
Yeah. Here. I thought about where I was going to have it, and then I have to decide what I'm actually going to do for it. I've had a swimming party before. I've had quite a lot of discos, cinema party, limousine party. And so this time I thought maybe I should have something different. I wanted a disco, but then I thought something more to add on to it, so I thought people could dress up as pop stars. And then I got something in mind.
Do you want a cotton bud, honey?
No, I can't get it out, Mama.
What? You can't get it out of your eye?
Mummy doesn't.
No, you know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to roll your eyes around.
I just did it.
All right, Joanna.
The hard thing about being a hostess is who to invite. I find it stressful because sometimes people just nagging me, why didn't you invite me? But I can't invite everyone.
Oh, it looks fabulous.
No. Watch and learn.
Tonight, Matthew, Jade is going to be Holly Valance.
I've got crimped hair, outrageous makeup, a lacy top with a white string top underneath, a mini skirt, fishnet tights, and my mummy's boots.
Spencer and James are out for a spin with their mates. Children can now hire limos for their parties at £100 an hour. But for the boys, it's tax-free corporate entertainment.
There's a camera crew in here! Yes!
We are getting bookings direct from children who are 12 and 14 years old, and then they put mum or dad on the phone to secure it with a credit card. So poor mum and dad in the background are there with the money, but the kids are more and more booking these things. We're not encouraging materialism, we're just servicing a market is there. If we don't do it, somebody else is going to do it.
As mini entrepreneurs, James and Spencer recognise that hiring out limousines for their peers is simply good business.
Kids want to do it because you see pop stars and film stars going in them, and you say, oh, I want to be like them.
Whenever you go past someone in a car, they're always like, looking at you.
It makes them want to see who's inside because of the windows. In the end, pop stars and film stars are just normal people, just like us. It's not like they should have any different rules for them. I mean, we can go just because they're famous doesn't mean that other people can't go in the limos. They're not superior to us.
Okay, go.
Right, you gotta go in the back because the location of the Light FM is top secret. Bye. Bye. Yeah.
Sunday night in South London, and when most 9-year-old boys are having a homework panic, DJs Skip and Frost are off to do their weekly show on an illegal pirate radio station.
The opportunities what are in front of them, they're just taking advantage of them. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not a thing where they understand the illegalness of it or the pirate part of it. They just want to play music.
The boys don't get paid for the pirate show. They do it for the exposure. It's all part of their plan to be rich and famous.
When I'm tired, and it comes to on a Sunday and it's near 6 o'clock when I go do my show, if I'm tired, I don't want to do it, but I know I have to do it because if we want to get bookings or anything like that and they was listening only for that Sunday, that'll be our fault, innit? Because we would have missed out on that.
UK's #1.
Yo, London, Skip and Frost Sunday Kids back again, each and every Sunday. We're gonna have Mega Man down here later on in the show. Whoa. yo, yo.
Yo, London, my brother's skip on the decks right now. Only 10 years old.
From 6 till 8 p.m, the DJs play requests and MC their own lyrics, which they write during the week after school. It's not exactly Harry Potter.
Yo, welcome to the Soul City Kids, aka Mr. Frost and the Skid. Bet you never knew that would be good than your girlfriend's tits. You ain't even ready for this. Watch out.
Yeah.
What was he saying there, Del? What was he saying about girlfriends, what? How old, Skid, how old are you?
10.
Ding ding round 2.
Ding ding round 2.
Tonight the boys have persuaded Mega to make a special guest appearance on their show.
And Mega is finally inside the studio.
Just give me grievance, suddenly can we eat? No. Start changing the thing the same. I wrote the game. You wanna talk my name, no, I start changing the same. Enough girls that was you wanna talk about.
They do their radio show, you know, and they get all these people phoning them and they're talking to them and they're cutting them off and they're this and they're that and they're that and they're this. Even raves, then they'll come to me and say, "You got 30 pence, Dad? Can I have some Skittles?" And you think, but it's nice because it brings it home and it reminds you that they're kids in adult environment.
I just want to say, can you play Wolf for me, please?
Say what?
Wolf.
We haven't got it.
Yeah, right. Don't get facey, little boy.
Anyway.
Ladies, that ain't no way to act because you can't get so solid kids. They're only young men. Come on, ladies.
Mini It Girl Jade has been preparing her birthday party for 2 months at a cost of £500. Jade is confident her planning will pay off.
What makes a really good party is lots of girls.
Yeah, and it has to be hot. Well, the boys at this party, we don't really mix. Blonde with pretty faces. And Jade's trying to, make us mix together.
Yeah, short skirts and very sexy.
Yeah.
They're not wanting to.
Yeah, feel it's silly.
They have to look sexy.
Yeah, they have to look very, 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 very sexy.
Tonight is Jade's birthday party, which she is hosting in a bar in central London. It's a themed pop star party.
It is definitely important to come to a party looking stylish because say if they're like boys there, obviously you've got to look like very stylish in front of them.
Parties aren't just about dancing and flirting. The Mini-Me generation have another agenda.
When you go to a good party, you feel like you have to give it back, and it's nice networking. Networking is when you can meet people and talk to them.
For Mini DJs Skip and Frost, Friday night means another gig. They're DJing at a gig in Roehampton University, and they're on at midnight. So at 10 p.m, the boys are getting out of bed and getting ready to leave home.
First of all, we make sure they have a meal and then they have a sleep, especially if it is late at night when they've got bookings. You know, they have a sleep and then they wake up, wash their faces and they're off.
So, Sunny. Bom, 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 bom. Bom, 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 bom. Bom, 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 bom.
The boys' age means that at first, clubbers don't take them seriously. With every new gig, they have a lot to prove, and they need tonight to go well.
Being a DJ is a great life, but it's not probably something they might want to do for the rest of their life, you know, because it's about egos, being a DJ sometimes, you know, playing music, standing up on stage, doing your little thing, people looking up to you, oh, you're great and you're this and that. If Skip, who's 10, By the time he comes 18, remember he's still running his education parallel to his music business. He might decide to become a lawyer, a politician, a doctor, you know. Still, he's enjoyed himself when he's with his patient, saying, I was a DJ when I was a kid, can you believe that or not?
It's been a successful night. The boys won over the university crowd, and a good night just got better.
Even though we're kids, we'll prove to you that we're good. Adults, you have to take us serious, really, because we're not 7, we're 10 and 12. So, get busy. Was that good?
That was very good. The harsh reality of life is that you can't have a perfect fairy tale childhood anymore. It would just be living in Never Never Land, literally, to pretend to your child that all is perfect in the world and that they can be cocooned. Because life is not like that now. Life is tough and there's a lot of bad things going on, and unfortunately I think that you have to prepare them a little bit.
Okay, are you ready for bed, darling?
Yeah.
Towards the end?
James, you've got a lot to do in the morning, please. Come on.
What if...
James, James.
Come on, darling.
Come on.
God bless, mate.
Bye, Jane.
Night, Dad.
Ready? Alright, get into bed then. Is Ted in?
He's under the cover.
He's under the cover. Okay. Alright, say good night, Ted.
Good night, Ted.
Alright, good night, Ted.